Shakuras teams with Amon Zerg broods. We hold only the southwest quadrant of Talametros, and even that is in peril. We must evacuate our people, but the launch bays have been defiled with infestation. Only ground forces can clear them. Once the bays are free, the planetary warp conduit will allow our ships to escape safely.
The launch bays will be cleared. Your people will survive, Matriarch. This I swear.
You will need the aid of my Dark Templar in this battle. They can strike from the shadows without fear of reprisal. Artanis, I'm detecting a rift opening near your position. Avoid Thrasher. By the gods, it's sieging the warp conduit!
Warriors, we must slay it before it destroys the conduit. Strike as one, Templar. Thrasher is slain, but it will be for naught if the launch bays remain infested.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
up our defenses. The Zerg are moving to attack our nexus point.
If possible, we should warp in more photon cannons. They will help our nexus point defend against enemy incursions.
Artanis, the city of Telemetros is powered by vaults of solarite. If you can reclaim them, the reserves are yours. Thrasher. The conduit is under assault.
From the shadows I come.
Hierarch, only some of your gateways have transformed into warp gates. It is better to commit to a single warp-in strategy.
We move shall be as you say.
Be careful. The spore crawlers and overseers ahead can detect our Dark Templars' movements. Slay them first.
The Thrasher has been eliminated. This would be an opportune moment to clear the launch bays. I walk the shadowed path. I am here in the shadows. From the shadows I come. We are one with I am love. I am here in the shadows.
Our pylon is under attack.
Matriarch Vorazun, the first launch bay has been cleared. Continue evacuating.
You Vespene gas.
I am here in the shadow.
You require more Vespene gas. Upgrade complete.
I walk the shadow.
You require more Vespene gas.
From the shadows I come. You require my skills. Intriguing. Very wise. Very well.
We have secured a second launch bay.
Well done. Half of the bays are launching evacuation ships.
We move unseen.
Another Thrasher has appeared. You know what must be done.
You require my skills. We move unseen. Reckoning. Very well. It shall be as you say. The shadowed path.
You must construct.
From the shadows I come.
That should buy the conduit more time.
Upgrade complete.
We have purged the infestation. Only one launch bay remains disabled.
Let our enemy know our fury. It shall be as you
Our pylon is under attack.
I serve. For now. Let our enemy know our fury.
You must construct additional pylons.
From the shadows.
You must construct additional pylons.
From the shadows I come. Cold is the void.
Upgrade complete.
For the reckoning. It shall be as you say. All blades enemy. Intriguing. Very wise. It shall be as you say. We move.
Amon has sent another Void Thrasher against us. Slay it before the conduit falls.
It shall be as you say. Intriguing.
Another Thrasher felled. Is there no end to these abominations?
State thy bidding. I am the heart of dark. All blades meet the enemy. Very wise. Intriguing. We move unseen. I serve for now. It shall be as you say.
We are recovering the last Solarite reserve now. The solar core should be augmented by the time our forces return, Hierarch.
We move unseen. It shall be as you say. Very well. Very wise. For the reckoning. Intriguing. Veraku. For the reckoning, let our enemy know our
Another Void Thrasher has been summoned. This one is in the heart of the city.
Thrashers are no match for the Templar. The launch bays have been reclaimed. Matriarch, you may complete the evacuation.
You have saved my people, Artanis, and they will never forget it. Despite this tragedy, I am pleased to see you once more, Hierarch. I had hoped that our next interaction would be your announcement of Ayer's reclamation.
As did I. Instead, the Templar have fallen.
Then the threat is greater than I realized.
We cannot let the same fate befall Shakuras.
It is too late for that. Amon Zerg poured through the warp gate as a tide of flesh and blade. They have already overrun Telemetros and are nearing the shrines of Lizul. This world is lost. With such an infestation, Shakuras must be destroyed.
Destroy Shakuras? I will not permit this.
Mitt! Shakuras was my people's home long before we offered yours sanctuary upon it. I will not let this world be a den for Amon's forces. Worlds may fall to ash. What matters is that we endure.
To lose Shakuras and Ayer.
We are a vagabond people, Artanis. Our true home has always been Ayer. Let us reclaim it together.
It is fitting that the daughter of Raja Gal decides the fate of the world she helped forge. Let us make preparations at once.
Hierarch, I have powered up a new ship subsystem. You can review it in the solar core now.
cloaked warriors are now available for deployment.
Vengeance for ire. Khatum. Vengeance for ire. Khatum. Vengeance for ire.
The evacuation ships have reported in. All are present and are being escorted by the Spear of Adun. This was not an easy decision, but I would rather see Shakuras destroyed than overwhelmed by Amon Zerg. We have much to plan, Hierarch.
Tell me, Vorazun, how will we bring destruction to your world?
The Zelnaga Temple's phase prism can be overloaded, forcing a spike of energy into the planet's core. Enough of a charge, and the planet will shatter. Amon will not possess my world.
I have been thinking about this choice.
Are you reconsidering?
No. My time here has reminded me of the courage of your people. That we must fight. If we are to suffer, then so too will Amon. We will lure as many of Amon's hybrid and Zerg through the gateway as we can. Only once enough are through to wound him will we overload the temple and flee.
You mean to bleed him? Bold. But we can't risk the forces it would require to do such a thing.
Leave that to me, Matriarch. I have learned much from the Dark Templar.
Our forces have secured the Zelnaga Temple grounds. Artemis, how go your preparations?
I am configuring the temple now, but without the
Really?
Base is under
Really
attack.
want her. An hour a day isn't enough, huh?
Shut up, Wayne. Shut up about what? Nothing.
Kevin was square dancing in gym today.
Square dancing? What kind of sport is that? Don't they teach wrestling anymore?
Oh, I don't know, honey. I'm sure it teaches good eye-foot coordination.
So, who'd you get as a partner, Kev?
Some girl.
Some girl? Oh, surely you're too modest.
Well, who was it, Kevin? Margaret Farquhar.
I didn't get that. Could you speak up?
Margaret Farquhar? Trudy Farquhar's sister? She's a little different, isn't she?
Are you kidding? She's a joke. She's a glebe. Sorry, Kevin.
Hey, I didn't pick her. And besides, first thing tomorrow, I'm gonna dump her. Kevin, that's not very nice. You wouldn't really do that, would you? Look, just because she's different doesn't mean you can't be nice to her.
To think, if the Zelnaga could craft it...
She's just not popular, okay?
Uh-oh. Fatal mistake. I'd open the door for
Many
the
of
most
my
dreaded
Dark
words in the
Templar
dictionary
volunteered.
of kiddom.
Kevin,
This was not an easy decision.
I expect more
but
of
I
you
would
than
rather
that.
see Shakuras destroyed than overwhelmed by
All
Amon's.
join hands, circle left. Promenade the hall.
Tell me, Voice,
Promenade now, don't be
how
shy.
will we bring
Grab your lady
destruction
and
to
pass
your
on by.
world?
What do mothers know? Let them spend a morning on the slippery slopes of 7th grade society.
Girls to the center, form a star.
Suddenly I felt singled out.
Boys to the center, same as before.
A marked man.
Having fun? In your dream. Looks like love to me.
Are you kidding? She makes me want to... Kevin, I expect more of you than that.
All right, Mom. All right. So,
Our
summoning
forces
up
have
all the
secured
humanity
Mizar
I
the
could
temple
muster.
grounds. Our
Now
tents.
bow to your
Follow
partners.
your preparations.
I am configuring
Class
the temple
dismissed.
now. But
I
without the
fulfilled my
Uraj
moral
and the cows,
responsibility.
It will take time.
See you, Margaret.
Time is not all it will take. The temple's
that
energies
was
are
that.
regulated by 3 Zenith stones. Only once they are destroyed can the temple be overloaded.
Until then, we must defend it from the Zerg and their hybrid masters.
Hi, Kevin.
Uh-oh.
The
Keep going.
Nerazim have
standing in
long
the
used
hall.
Kildaren
No, don't
monoliths
turn
to
around.
protect our lands. I see your face, Smith, has
Really
become
put me on
familiar
here.
with them.
Indeed,
Since I asked too many
Matriarch.
questions, were you
The
in the back?
monoliths are quite
Great.
deadly
I said
and
3
fire a
words,
considerable
now we're gonna
distance.
have a
They
whole
should prove
conversation.
instrumental
I
in
have
our
to go a lot
defense.
too.
The
When I
moment
drink
has
too much
come.
water in the morning.
Let us
Do you
begin.
like bats? Bats? I have a fruit bat.
Mama, this jig was weird.
Do you like the name Mortimer?
Look, I have to get back to class.
What class?
I gotta go.
Okay, did you
I
ever...
gotta go, Margaret.
Well, I'd learned one thing.
Bye, Kevin!
Never go to the boys' room alone. Stay in groups.
Eddie wore perfume today, the kind I'm allergic to.
Margaret! I expect more of you than that.
Okay.
The sooner the Zenith stones
So I
are
wouldn't
destroyed,
tell
the
her.
better off we shall be.
I
The Zerg
just
will
ate
overwhelm the
fast,
temple
very
grounds
fast.
shortly.
No moral law
Agreed.
against that, was there?
Although, should it
you like
become
ice cream?
necessary, my Dark Templar can sneak through
Where are
the
you born?
enemy and
Don't
destroy
chew.
the stones.
Swallow. Then get the heck out of there.
Bats don't eat breakfast either.
Almost home now.
You think Mortimer's a good name for a bat? Bye. But you didn't even answer mine.
There, I'd made it. No cooties on me, right?
Are you and Margaret going steady now? Hey, Romeo. Yeah, Romeo and Farquhar. Oh, Romeo, where Farquhar go, Romeo?
I needed help.
Huh? Do me a favor? Sure, name it. Let me dance with Heidi today.
Not on your life.
Well, I was on my own. There was only one way to put the brakes on with Margaret.
Hi.
Snub her.
The Zerg gather for an attack to the southwest.
Now take your
Ignite your
lady
blades,
by the
warriors.
hand.
Oh, I sprained my wrist.
Why hadn't I thought of this before?
All join hands, circle left.
Yep, it was working. Like a charm.
Circle left around the ring. Parade, you're going the right way. Parade, you're going the other way.
This was gonna be tricky.
All right. We'll try again tomorrow.
Success.
Hierarch,
She'd
there are more
finally gotten
resources
the
nearby.
message.
We can construct a second nexus near them to
I'll get
accelerate
it.
our harvesting.
Did you know you only live 5 streets down and 3 across?
Maybe one thing that made Margaret a social pariah was she didn't know how to take a hint, subtle or otherwise.
I brought Mortimer. He's sleeping. You want to see?
No, don't encourage her.
Margaret, you can't stay. I have,
Homework.
homework. And,
Doctor's appointment.
Do you have a water cup with water?
look, I'm really, really busy. Really, really, really busy.
Kevin?
So,
Who's that at the door? Margaret?
Uh-oh, I could see Mom's radar working
Base is
overtime.
under attack.
In about 3 seconds, she was gonna fall in love.
She can't stay, Mom. I'm sure she can stay for just a little while. Yes, Margaret?
Well, fine. Why don't we just adopt her?
Maybe she'd like to sit down.
That was it. Margaret was in like Flynn.
This is my
Another
bag.
brood of Zerg is preparing to attack
But
from
hold
behind
on
to
here.
the northwest.
He won't go in your hair unless there's bugs there. I would have brought Isabel too, but her terrarium's too hard to carry.
Isabel?
My tarantula.
Holy cow. Bats and spiders? Two of Mom's personal favorites.
I also have a lizard, but he's sick.
Oh,
Did Margaret know what she was doing?
that's too bad. I hope he feels better.
Amazing. Mrs. Be Nice to Everyone had been chased out of her own kitchen.
I guess your mother doesn't like bats.
It shall be
No.
as you say.
Yeah, neither does mine.
Intriguing. I serve for now.
So, you want to sit down?
And so I spent an hour with the most unpopular girl in school.
Do you know where the word tarantula comes from? Well, they have this disease in Europe that if you got it, made you jerk around like you're dancing, and they thought it came from spiders.
She was weird, all right. The funny thing is, she was also interesting. In a weird way.
So they named the spider after the dance. Tarantella
Let our enemy
tarantula.
know our role.
Margaret, can I ask you something? Why do you have 3 pigtails? Because you never know when you're gonna need an extra rubber band.
Base is under attack.
I'd never met anyone like her. Not that I liked her.
If possible, we should warp in more photon cannons. They will help our nexus point defend against enemy
So your dad was in
incursions.
the army?
Our
We
pylon is
travel
under
a
attack.
lot. Do you know anyone who's been to 12 schools in 8 years? That's a lot of schools. Bats are good travelers. Dogs you have to leave behind.
Artanis, our observers are reporting a vast number of Zerg have poured onto Shakuris.
And yet, not a single hybrid.
Kevin, will your friend be
Amon
staying
is
for dinner?
testing our resolve.
Now that was a picture. Margaret, Mortimer, Mom, and Dad, and... Wayne!
Margaret! We gotta go. Now? Yes, now. Can I have another drink of water? Here, here's your glass. There's a hole up the street around the corner. Kevin!
Sorry, Mom, it was ditch her or die.
Maybe you can come to my house sometime. Sure, sure. If you come tonight, you can meet Isabel. I'll be there. Is that a promise? Yeah, okay, I promise. Will you promise? I promise.
What'd I miss here?
Nothing.
Nope, nothing. Nothing at all. Except for one meaningless little promise.
The Zerg approached the temple from
That
the
night I went to
southeastern
Margaret's
accessway.
house. But only because I promised. Okay, maybe it was more than that. Heck, she did have a tarantula in there. And it was dark. No one would ever see me. Unless, of course, someone happened to pass by. Someone I knew. Someone who knew Margaret. Someone like...
Yoo-hoo, Kevin! Look, everybody,
Base
it's
is under
Kevin
attack.
Arnold! It's the flood!
There he is. We see him. Attention neighborhood. Attention neighborhood. Kevin Arnold is at Margaret Farquhar's house. I repeat.
Ready
Kevin Arnold
yourselves,
is at
Templar.
Margaret
The
Farquhar's
Zerg are
house.
moving to assault both sides of the temple.
Base is under attack.
Hello?
All in all, I guess I lost my nerve.
Base is under attack.
How'd you get those scratches on your arm? I don't know.
like you fell in a prickle bush. Oh, where did you come up with this stuff? How do you know I didn't get into a fight with a cat?
The temple grounds are still
See, these
vulnerable.
scratches are lighter.
We should
and I can't
construct more
survive.
photon cannons in Kadaran
I
monoliths
just have to beat
before they are
myself for
overrun.
it, okay? Sure. But I still say it looks like a fell in a prickle bush.
I'd made my decision. This couldn't go on. It was time to deal with it once and for all.
Margaret? Hi, Kevin. Were you at my house last night? My bell rang. Did you ring my bell?
That's right, pour on the old guilt, why don't you?
My mother made popcorn.
Margaret, I can't talk to you anymore.
What?
And then I had an idea. A great idea.
Well, no, I like you, and I think you're really nice. But, so, we could talk to each other. But not at school. Or at my house. Or in front of anybody. But, you know, we could still be friends, you know. Just no one would have to know about it. We'd be, secret friends. Okay?
Zowie, talk about a solution.
Secret friends?
Oh, yeah. Kinda.
The funny thing is, I actually believed she jumped at the opportunity.
You don't want to talk to me?
She wasn't jumping.
Why don't you want to talk to me?
Well, I didn't say I didn't want to talk to you.
You don't want me to talk to you?
See, now she was twisting it all around.
How can you be friends if you don't want to talk to somebody? I don't understand this. What's so awful about talking?
Hey, Arnold.
Looks like honeymoon time. Hey, Arnold, did you pop the question yet?
Ha ha, very funny.
Hey, Forky, why do they call these things pigtails?
It was horrible. I wanted to tell them to knock it off, leave her alone. And Margaret, I wanted to scream at her. Why did she have to be so weird? Why couldn't she just be normal? I wanted to say something, but I didn't. I couldn't. It was Margaret who did the talking.
I thought you were different.
Curious. There are overlords closing on the temple grounds.
I have seen this tactic before. They are transporting ground forces. Destroy the overlords, quickly.
We are one with the shadows.
And so, that last day of square dancing, I danced alone.
For the reckoning, you require my skills.
Maybe if I'd been a little braver, I could have been her friend, but the truth is, in 7th grade, who you are is what other 7th graders say you are. The funny thing is, it's hard to remember the names of the kids you spent so much time trying to impress. But you don't forget someone like Margaret Farquhar, professor of
Our
biology,
readouts indicate there are
mother
nearly
of
half a
6,
billion Zerg on Shakuras. All
friend
of
to
them
Bax.
moving for this temple.
Let them come. The Templar will endure.
You require my skill.
Our pylon is under attack.
Every kid needs a place to go to be a kid. For Paul and Winnie and me, that place was Harper's Woods. It was 10 minutes from home if you walked it. But to us, it was a world all its own.
Hierarch, Only some
We've
of your
grown up there
gateways have
together,
transformed into
playing
warp
games,
gates. It is
catching
better to commit
fireflies
to a
on
single
long summer
warp-in
evenings.
strategy.
Sure, they called it Harper's Woods, but we knew better.
For ire.
Those woods belong to us. Springtime, 1969. The grass was growing. All around me, buds were popping into bloom. Yeah, the sap was definitely rising.
Hey, be careful, will you? I think close up
Bye, Dad.
You must place that in a power field. You must...
The grass could wait. It was time to make my move. She smelled like mist.
Be on guard, warriors. The Zerg are attacking the temple from all 3 sides at once.
Yeah, I guess I'm getting kind of sweaty. Need some help with that?
No, I'm almost finished.
I don't mind.
Yep, it'd been a long winter for Winnie and me, but now things were going fine. More than fine.
So, you want to take a walk?
You require my skills.
Yes!
Where do you want to walk to?
Be
I don't know. Anywhere, I guess. Say maybe... Up the field?
Under attack.
very well.
Base is under attack.
Alone at last in Harper's
Upgrade
Woods,
complete.
where Winnie and I had our first and only kiss. Centuries ago. Last September. That memory had haunted me. And now here we were, alone again. Adam and Eve and Paul.
Paul! Guys!
Great, go for a little nuzzle in the woods and what do you get? An allergic best friend.
I've been looking all over for you guys.
Yeah, well, you found us.
Paul, are you all right? No, I'm trying to tell you.
Wow, a triple. We hadn't seen Paul this upset since the day his goldfish disappeared.
There's men and trucks all over the place.
What? We haven't seen any trucks.
Nope, no trucks. Just lips.
Look, Paul, if this is some kind of heaven...
And suddenly, we'd been invaded.
All right, let's move it.
It was amazing. They just arrived in our spot, like they own the place.
Hey!
No, hey, start those stakes over there by that rock.
Like we weren't even there.
Hey, mister!
Hey, you kids are gonna have to get out of here.
Well, so much for introductions.
Oh, look at these bozos. Hey, come on, guys. What do I have to do it all myself? Come on here. I mean it. Beat it, huh?
Wait a minute, this hippopotamus was kicking us out of our own woods?
You can't do this. Yeah, we have a right to be here, too.
Is that so? Okay, you can stay. But just until the dozers get here, and then you gotta go.
What?
Did he say bulldozers?
You kids are standing on a construction site. Haven't you heard?
No.
Oh, amazing. They don't even put up signs.
It was horrible.
You can say goodbye to your woods, kids. We're coming down. There's gonna be a shopping center right here. Charlie, give me a couple of marks on this tree. This tree's coming out. There you go. More snakes.
We needed help. And we needed it fast. Funny, it had taken us 20 minutes to stroll up to those woods. We made it back in 67 seconds flat.
Mom! Dad!
What is it, honey?
You okay?
They're tearing down Harper's Woods. Well, they're gonna bring in bulldozers. They're gonna turn it into a shopping center.
Gee, what was it gonna take here? Did I have to drop a bomb?
Well, we know that, honey.
What?
Thought they weren't starting till next week.
You know?
Kevin, will you wash your hands? They're all muddy or something.
I have received word
Where's your
from
mother
our scouts. It seems
Okay, maybe
Amon's
they hadn't
forces are
heard me.
divided.
Maybe they thought I said some other woods.
You know you left the lawnmower out in the middle of the yard?
Dad, I'm talking about Harper's Woods. We gotta stop them. We gotta do something.
Kevin, you haven't played up there since you were children.
This was incredible. Didn't these people have souls? They were talking about Harper's Woods like it was some kind of...
It's just a vacant lot, Kevin.
Wonder if there'll be a Lomans.
I can't believe it. My mom's all excited that there's gonna be a yarn barn.
My dad said it's been in the papers for months.
It was irresponsible. 13 is a busy age. Who has time to read the papers?
You depend on these people for information, and then they let you down.
Well, there's gotta be something we can do.
Hey! A woman from Man Harper's heard about this.
Our forces have secured the Zelnaga temple grounds. Artemis, how go your preparations?
I am configuring the temple now, but without the Uraj and the
Getting
counts,
of wisdom
it will
is
take
never
time.
a pretty sight.
Time is not all it will take. The temple's energies are regulated by 3 Zenith
We had 3
stones.
keen 7th grade
Only once they are
minds.
destroyed
We could lick
can the
this.
temple be overloaded.
Until then, we must defend it from the Zerg and their hybrid masters.
Who's first?
The Nerazim have long used Kadaran monoliths to protect our lands. I see your face-smith has become familiar.
I'll tell you what to do.
Indeed, Matriarch.
Well,
The
any
monoliths are quite deadly
This is a
and fire a
democracy.
considerable distance.
Then
They should
exercise
prove
your rights.
instrumental in our defense.
Good. Good
The
advice.
moment has
But
come.
how do we do that?
Let us begin.
There's a planning board meeting every Sunday night downtown. Julie's father's a member. You should go there and state your case. You should demand to be heard.
The sooner the Zenith stones are destroyed,
Fight
the better
for
off
what's
we shall be.
important.
The Zerg will overwhelm
You
the temple
have to
grounds
take
shortly.
action. Kevin,
Agreed.
we are
Although,
the people.
should it become
I
necessary,
think we should do
my
it.
Dark Templar can sneak through the enemy and destroy the stones.
Let's go. Can you give us a ride?
Not me. I got a date.
Top of the page, item 2.
Well, how are we gonna get home?
Regards to agency low interest, $55,000 for the project.
May I help you?
The conditions.
We want to make a statement about Harper's Woods.
Well, I don't have that on my agenda, but there'll be an open mic after the meeting.
Recommendations. And if I could call your attention to page 9 of the staff report. It's right near the top of the page. Item number 2. Yeah, I know. That's going to come up in a few minutes. I just want you to see...
All right, this was the ticket. A place where things got done.
You can see the position of their property.
The Zerg gather for an attack to
Yep,
the
you could almost
southwest.
hear the
Ignite
wheels
your
of
blades,
democracy
warriors.
turning.
Now, Charles, I think everybody got this. We had a letter from Mr. and Mrs. Care Energy report indicates that the current insulation doesn't necessarily...
Of course, some wheels take longer than others.
Yes, now there was some other things we needed to talk about.
It shall be as
Kevin
you
Hart.
say.
Here?
For the
I
reckoning.
see that you would like to speak about Harper's Woods. Well, the floor is yours.
I serve. For now.
Your statement, Mr. Arnold?
I came here tonight because I have something to say. There's a
a little piece of land not far from here. A place called Harper's Woods. Yeah, might have passed it on your way here. It's not much to look at. A few acres of trees, some boulders, a couple squirrels and some birds. There's something you didn't see, I'll wager. Something you can't see. Because there's something in those woods that you can't see with your eyes. You have to look with your heart. It's my childhood. And his.
Let our enemy know our fury.
Ours is a world too careless to remember. So I beg of you, don't take our childhood.
Another brood of Zerg is preparing to attack from a hive to the
Kevin's
northwest.
right. What's wrong with us?
Wait! We have something to say.
Well, of course you do. But perhaps you come back next week.
Next week? Somehow I didn't think we had that long.
You fell asleep first. I didn't. I think you did, Kevin. Winnie, I did not fall asleep first.
Something was happening to us.
So,
Just when we needed each other the most, Paul and Winnie and I were falling apart.
We should pour sand down the gas tanks of those bulldozers.
Winnie, please.
Hey, we could hijack. Bet I could start one of those babies up.
Oh, that is so lame.
Oh, you got a better idea?
I couldn't have a worse one.
This had to stop.
Winnie, don't be so mean. Just because it was a stupid idea.
What's wrong with my idea?
Like we're really gonna hijack a bulldozer?
It was like a fire spreading in a forest.
What we should do?
If
Sneak
possible,
into their
we
office
should
and
warp in
steal
more
their
photon
repair.
cannons.
Talk about
They will help our
stupid.
Nexus
Oh,
point
we're
defend against
stupid.
enemy
Speak
incursions.
for myself, Kevin.
Yeah.
Shut up, Paul.
You shut up.
I don't need this.
I don't either.
Great. All we wanted was for someone to listen. Now we weren't even listening to each other. It wasn't fair. Men with bulldozers, parents, planning commissions that meet at 4 a.m. Made you wonder, were they in this together?
And yet,
Yeah, that
with a
was it.
single hybrid,
Them against us.
Amon is
Just
testing
one
our
big,
resolve.
heartless assistant principal.
Whoa. Oh. Is that the way we turn blind corners in school quarters?
No, sir.
Well, then suppose you go back around the corner and show me the proper way to do it.
What?
Now.
Like I said, them against us.
Hey, Bud. Get off my back.
Rule number 1 of junior high school. For every action, there's a reaction.
You seem to have a
The
problem.
Zerg approach the temple from the southeastern access way.
Rule number 2. Avoid trick questions.
I'm not sure, sir.
Well, we do.
You must place that.
I've been watching you, Kevin. I see things, I hear. And in this case, I think I know what the problem is.
Sure, uh-huh.
I think I know what's bothering you.
You do?
And just for a second, I almost liked the guy.
Base is under attack.
You think you're special.
Just for a second, though.
I've been the assistant principal of this school for over 20 years.
And at that time,
I've seen people like you come and go every single day.
Hundreds of them, maybe thousands. You walk
Ready
through halls
yourselves,
with
Templar.
glass.
The Zerg are moving to assault both sides of the temple.
Gone with the wind. I'm gonna leave you to think about what I've said. When you think you understand, go. Go the outside.
Base is under attack.
Amazing, was this guy joking? Gone with the Wind, that's a movie, right? Sure, I'd think about it for about 1 nanosecond. And then a funny thing happened. I started to think about it. Who were all those people? Did anyone know? Did anyone remember? It was weird. Sitting there in the middle of a crowded school, I suddenly felt completely alone.
I didn't do that. Did I?
Rule number 3. Never write something you can't erase.
You're grounded, Buster. You hear me?
State
no
thy
parties,
bidding.
no friends. You're grounded.
Nice going, dork face. It's a real dumb stunt.
Wayne.
Wayne was right. The fact was, I wasn't sure myself why I'd done it. Except that nothing seemed permanent anymore. Harper's Woods, Paul and Winnie, our friendship. What did it all mean?
Grow up, butthead.
Well, there you had it. In a nutshell, the plain, unvarnished truth. It was time for me to stop acting like a child. It was time to face facts. It was time to take a walk. That night I went to say goodbye to Harper's Woods.
Let our enemy know our
Base is under attack.
we are one. For the reckoning.
Yeah. 3rd grade.
Another brood of Zerg is preparing to attack from a hive to the northwest.
No, it was 4th grade. Remember, it's a secret.
Well, one of those grades.
You have not enough minerals.
We heard about what you did in Depreda's office. Pretty stupid.
Really stupid.
Okay, it was stupid. Can you just forget about it?
You have not enough minerals.
Huh? It just might
Our
work.
pylon is under attack.
Really? See, first, we chain Winnie's skills.
What? Well, see, it works better if it's a girl. Are you crazy? And then tomorrow when they try to will you stop it?
Let our enemy
Well,
know
what?
our
I mean, in first place, it's not gonna work. I mean, they're just gonna cut that thing with a bolt cutter, then you'll be out 250 for a new lock. And in the second place, Winnie's gonna get in trouble if she doesn't freeze to death first. And in third place, doesn't matter. Huh? Well, look around. It's just a vacant lot. In a couple of years, it won't even remember.
I guess I wanted Paul and Winnie to face the facts too. It wasn't gonna be easy. Maybe growing up never is.
1, 2, 3,
Base is under attack.
Better get going. I'm not gonna I want to have fun. Let's go, come on.
Maybe every human soul deals with loss and grief in its own way.
Let's go!
Some curse the darkness.
Kevin! Yes!
Some play hide and seek.
Artanis, our observers are reporting a vast number of Zerg have poured onto Shakuris.
That night, Paul and
Yet,
Winnie and
with
I
a
found
single
something
hybrid,
we'd almost lost.
Amon is testing our resolve.
We found our spirit. The spirit of children. The bond of memory.
Base is under attack.
And the next day, they tore down Harper's Woods.
Very well. Let our enemy know our fury.
In my life, I've loved them.
The Zerg approached the temple from the southeastern accessway.
You have not enough minerals.
Ever since I could remember, the Coopers' annual barbecue had been the first event of summer. It was a neighborhood tradition, the herald of good times. Japanese lanterns glowed in the dusk. And warm breezes carried the smell of burgers sizzling on the grill, and the sounds of kids having the time of their lives. Maybe the best thing about it was that it happened the first week of summer vacation.
Ready yourselves,
One day
Temple.
after
The Zerg are moving to assault both
the
sides
last
of the
day
temple.
of school. It was kind of a solemn moment. 8 months of relentless education were finally erupting in a blast of summer madness.
Winnie! This is great or what? What's the matter?
Well, I think I'm gonna kind of miss it.
Leave it to Winnie Cooper to get all sentimental about things. You had to love her. Figuratively speaking, of course.
So, sign my yearbook?
I am here. The temple grounds are still vulnerable. We should construct more photon cannons and Kadaran monoliths before they are overrun.
You have not enough minerals.
I am the voice of the eclipse. We are one.
Hierarch, only some of your gateways have transformed into warp gates. It is better to commit to a single warp-in strategy.
Vengeance for ire.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
Cold is the void. Very well.
Curious. There are overlords closing on the temple grounds.
I have seen this tactic before. They are transporting ground forces. Destroy the overlords, quickly.
Readouts indicate there are nearly 500 million Zerg on Shakuras. All of them moving for this temple.
Let them come. The Templar will endure.
Base is under attack.
It shall be as you say. Vengeance for ire.
Our pylon is under attack.
Vengeance for ire. Vengeance. I am here in the shadows.
I walk the shadowed path.
Very well. Veraku.
Be on guard, warriors. The Zerg are attacking the temple from all 3 sides at once.
Upgrade complete.
We are one with the shadows.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack.
I walk the shadowed path.
Base is under attack.
Your require my skills. We are one with the shadows.
Exercise caution when attacking a Zenith Stone. The energies within may become volatile as it is damaged.
Very well. Very wise.
The Master's gaze falls on your shadowed world. By the gods, I have never seen such abomination. Warriors, focus all cannons on the hybrid. We must defend the temple.
Very well.
Vengeance for honor. Upgrade complete.
I walk the shadowed path.
A great many Zerg now stand between us and the Zenith Stones. It would be wise to use my Dark Templar to destroy them, Hierarch.
I am here in the shadows.
Vengeance.
I walk the
Vengeance. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Vengeance for ire.
For the reckoning.
Hierarch, I have never borne witness to so many Zerg. Was this the threat my mother once faced?
No, Matriarch. This threat is a far greater one, and it will take all we have to resist it.
I serve the firstborn.
Let our enemy know our fury.
is under attack. Our pylon is under attack.
I walk the shadowed path.
Base is under attack.
I am vengeance for honor. All blades meet the enemy.
For the reckoning, let our enemy know our fury.
I return to serve. Fire shall rise anew. We will tone.
You require my skill. We
Base is under attack.
The moment approaches, and the temple is beginning to align. We must destroy the Zenith Stones before it is too late.
Hierarch, I have discovered a solarite cache beneath the Zelnaga temple. If we can hold longer, I should be able to retrieve it.
Begin the retrieval process, Karax. We will hold the temple as long as we can.
in the shadows.
Vengeance.
You must construct additional pylons. Base is under attack.
Let our enemy
Base is under attack.
All blades meet the enemy.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. You must construct.
It is done. The Zenith Stones have been destroyed. Once your task is complete, the temple can be overloaded.
Understood. And the temple alignment is proceeding well. Now, we wait for the Zerg. Vengeance for
I am here.
Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Base is under attack. Our pylon is under attack.
blades meet the enemy.
Our pylon is under attack.
I return to serve.
Our pylon is under attack.
Very well. Let our enemy know our fury.
Our pylon is under attack.
Vengeance.
Our pylon is under attack.
Blades meet the enemy.
Let our enemy know.
Pylon is under attack. Our pylon is under attack.
Let our enemy know our fury.
The temple thrums with energy. It is ready.
Solarite retrieval is still in progress. If we can hold on just a while longer.
The enemy.
You must construct additional pylons. Our pylon is under attack.
For honor. Let our enemy know our fury.
Our pylon is under attack.
I shall rise anew.
Our pylon is under attack. Our pylon is under attack. Your probes are under attack.
Templar, initiate dimensional recall. Get to safety, now!
Nidus worms. The Zerg are poised to breach the temple.
Have faith, Matriarch. Your fallen people cry out for vengeance, and they shall have it.
Of our kind suffer, separated from the glory of the Kala.
Choose the mantle of Dark Templar.
Tennis.
An Ardeen, Shakuris.
Shakuris has fallen, and Amon's grip tightens. If we are to stand against him, We will need more than warriors. As Hierarch, I was made aware of a location where our Kalai scientists experimented on new weaponry in secret. Within the Glacius facility, the purified... Glacius facility. Within lies the greatest weaponry the Emperor...
Maybe I can sign yours?
They were sealed away by the Conclave.
Give it back to me before it's
The
scary.
ancient purifiers are not
Gotta go.
kept here, Preserver. They are still locked away.
Yep, you could feel it in the
Here,
air.
on Glacius, our researchers have
potential.
been developing prototype
Who knew what the summer
weaponry
breeze
inspired
might
by that ancient technology.
You speak above your caste, Kalai. This is unimaginable heresy.
We are outmatched by Amon's forces and facing annihilation. If this technology may help us, we will
There
use
was
it.
one minor problem here. I didn't have the slightest idea who this girl was. I had to think fast. Have a neat summer. Okay, it was cheap, but it did have a certain flair.
The Tal'Darim. Here. They are attacking the facility.
Amon has unleashed his servants. Ready our warriors.
Men, we've worked together, we've played together. I'd like to think we've learned together. It hasn't been easy.
Gonna be a long one.
I've had to push, I've had to yell. Sometimes I've had to double knot my hard shoes and kick you square in the fanny. But it's been worth it. 38 weeks ago, you arrived here a ragtag bunch of softies. Now you're leaving a hard-boiled cadre of young athletes. That's something to be proud of. This summer,
Our scouts are reporting Amon's forces.
out there, think back on the guy who made it all possible.
If we are to obtain the purifier technology,
Human
then
being.
we must move quickly.
Man,
The Tal'Darim...
an educator. Sure, maybe he didn't have a master's degree. But he was fair.
What's he doing?
Oh my god. Was it possible? Cutlip was falling apart before our very eyes. It was horrible.
Tal'Darim are
Like watching
unleashing
a
their
bug
mothership's
die on a
phase
windowsill.
displacement against
Someone had to
Glacius's
stop
orbital
this.
defenses.
I am first descendant,
And
Alarak,
someone did.
and I've been charged with destroying
Joey
this
Putnam.
facility.
It was his last act of 7th grade, but it was his finest.
But you are too late.
Whining.
It will be annihilated
Get a mop.
along with the rest of this pathetic...
The rest of you 60 laps. That's
Use your
6-0
time
and
to
no
withdraw
shirking.
from the system.
Let's go.
Or remain here.
Let's go.
And watch your forces burn to...
Then we are going in.
Yes. Yes. Hello. Okay, so maybe she was a little old for me. This year.
Now, before the bell rings,
But heck, just the other day, I could have sworn I felt a whisker coming in.
I have an announcement to make.
So maybe, just maybe, next year.
I'm in love with Kevin Arnold. And I don't care who knows it. Oh, Kevin.
Miss White!
Yes, Kevin?
What did you say?
I said I'm getting married this summer. And when I come back next year, you'll all be calling me Mrs. Heimer.
Heimer? Heimer? What kind of name was that for Miss White?
Class, can you say Heimer?
I am detecting a Tal'Darim force amassing outside of our nexus point. We must
Part of
prepare
loving
for
is
assault.
learning to let go.
Wait, these sentries were left behind. Let me activate them. They are quite effective at restoring shields to nearby warriors.
4 more hours, 1 lunch period, and a few arias were all that stood between me, Paul, and Summer. I wasn't gonna let anything ruin that.
Got your bike ready? Huh? Alright, so tomorrow morning we have to get my tent out of the garage.
Yep, I can feel it now. The wind in our faces, the open road ahead, our knapsacks on our backs.
I can hardly wait. Can you? We gotta talk.
Uh-oh. In the history of mankind, no good has ever come from those 4 words.
What do you mean they're going away?
There.
How come you never
All
said?
gateways are now
Schwartz
calibrated
kept
to
changing
warp
their
them in
minds.
as well.
The hell? The people we're sharing the cabin with. And look, it's not that bad. We'll only be there until Labor Day.
Only some of your gateways have transformed into warp gates. It is better to commit to a single warp-in
I'll
strategy.
change the whole summer. Anyway, I'm gonna have a lousy time.
Oh yeah? Where are you going?
Lake West.
So basically you'll be swimming, fishing, sailing, and water skiing.
Yes.
Oh, why don't you just admit that you're gonna have a great time?
I was asking for the impossible. I'd have to try another tack.
Okay, tell me one thing that's gonna make it lousy.
I had him on the ropes.
Mosquitoes.
What?
Yeah, are you kidding? With all that standing water, do you have any idea how many diseases are transmitted by mosquitoes?
The man was a master.
Oh, at least we'll have the barbecue tomorrow night.
Yeah, sure. Except I'm leaving tomorrow afternoon.
Well, how about tonight then?
You have not enough minerals.
I gotta pack.
I was mad. Mad at Paul. How could he do this to me? He was ruining my summer. Wait a minute. I still had Winnie. Winnie wasn't the type to up and leave you. She wouldn't pull a stunt like that. She was thoughtful. Look at her. Mulling over what to write in my yearbook. Carefully choosing her words. Wait a second. This was serious mulling. Something was definitely going on here. Sure, we'd had our ups and downs, our missteps, but we were older, wiser. It was time to let her know how I felt. It was time to make poetry. No matter what the obstacles.
You have not enough minerals.
There. I had filled an entire page with phrases like never change, always stay the same, and good luck. Still, something was missing. It needed something more.
Not enough minerals.
Something... Okay, it was a bold and reckless move, but I was a bold and reckless guy, and these were bold and reckless times.
I'm finished. I tried not to hog up too much space. Me too. Here's yours. Well, I'll see you later. Yeah, see you later.
I couldn't wait another second to read all those wonderful things Winnie had been too embarrassed to say in person. All those secret passions and yearnings she'd kept bottled up inside for the past year. Have a neat summer? I hadn't even left school grounds, and already my summer vacation was a bust.
Forward, and twist, and twist, and twist.
Hey, Kevin, it's starting to clear up. Don't you want to get dressed and do something?
That wasn't fair. I was doing something. I was hiding out.
Well, the barbecue tonight will cheer you up. I don't think I'm gonna go. What? Why? I just don't feel like it.
Wild horses couldn't drag me to that party, not after I'd made a total fool of myself all over Winnie Cooper's yearbook.
I just want to stay home, okay? I think you should go. Mom. Honey, they're expecting us. Winnie needs a lot of love, especially with you. Mom, Kevin, you're gonna go. That's all there is to it, okay?
Great. First my best friend walks out on me. Now I have to die of embarrassment in front of thousands of partygoers. I couldn't take it.
Why can't we go on vacation? Maybe next summer. Well, it's not fair. I have nothing to do.
What was that?
I'm not exactly sure, but I believe he said I have nothing to do.
Nothing to do?
Uh-oh.
All right, start in the corner, you clean out the junk, then you work your way to the center. Then you sweep it out and hose it down.
That's all?
After that, yeah.
Well, so much for madcap vacation plans. I had finally hit bottom.
Hi, Kevin. What are you doing here? I was just taking a walk. It's a little hectic at my house right now. Do you need any help with this? No, that's okay. I can handle it. It's part of my really neat summer. Oh.
Oh? I'm dying of embarrassment and she gives me oh?
Well, maybe we can talk about it tonight at the party. Yeah, well, I don't think I'm gonna be there. Oh.
Boy, now she was really making me mad.
Well, did you show it to anybody? Show what? Well, the yearbook. You know what I wrote? Oh. Yeah, well, you can just forget about it, okay? Because I didn't mean a word of it. And you can just rip out the page and throw it in the garbage because...
It was amazing. It was our first kiss since that day last fall in Harper's Woods. The day Winnie's brother Brian died. I've been waiting to kiss her again all year, and now that it had happened, I felt as confused as ever.
You require my skills.
There was only one thing I was sure of. I was a man on fire.
Love waits for no one. Who knows where it's gonna go? Passion like an ever-growing.
I am here.
One spark and it's out of control. Lighting up the darkest night. Love's on fire.
I walk the shadowed path.
Burning with a flame so bright. Love's on fire.
Welcome to my summer of love.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
There was the usual crowd of people at the Coopers that evening. But to me, it was strictly a two-person affair.
Hi. Hi.
What do you say after a
It
kiss?
appears the station scientists were
What's
storing
that
raw
smell?
solarite here as well. If possible, we should
Smells
obtain
like
it. Excellent.
a saddle.
Solarite gathered.
Oh, I guess it's my aftershave lotion. Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't actually shave. I just sort of took it off. I can go wash it off. Oh, no, that's okay.
A Tal'Darim force
So,
field. We need to
thanks for
destroy its power source to clear the way.
Could you take this to my dad? Sure. Thanks.
I serve.
Okay, so she was busy. That was understandable. After all, it was her parents' party.
Hi, Mr. Cooper.
Okay, so everybody was busy. No problem. The evening was young.
Mr. Herman would like to talk to you.
Oh my gosh,
I
Mr.
will
Herman,
activate them now.
the Genghis Khan of lawn care. He had a lawn the size of Wyoming.
I understand you're looking for work, son.
This evening was heading nowhere and fast.
Hi. You want to take a walk with me somewhere? I can. I have to help out. Come on, leave for a minute.
Winnie, would you take these to your father?
Mom, I'm changing the records.
Honey, please.
I'll change the records.
Don't mention it. Just here to help.
Cold is the void.
Upgrade complete.
Our blades meet the enemy.
Our forces are near the displacement beam. We must remain alert and stay out of its range.
In the course of the next hour, I watched Winnie wear a groove in the patio between her parents. There was only one possible explanation. She was avoiding me.
Wait a minute. Hi.
Yeah, we'd already said that.
Listen, did you have a burger? Wait, are we gonna have some time alone or not? Winnie! Okay, I promise, in a few minutes. I gotta go.
The shadowed path. You require vengeance for ire. Vengeance for ire.
My love must be a
5 burgers and 3 hot dogs later, I was starting to get fed up.
Bringing nearby sentries online.
She wasn't helping her parents. She wasn't doing anything. She was just standing there. Okay, enough was enough. The game was over. Let's lay out the cards.
What is with you, huh? One minute you like me, then the next minute you don't.
Our pylon is under
First
attack.
you kiss me, and then you act like you don't even know me. We've been doing this all year. I mean, if you like me, then say so. But if you don't, then don't act like you do, okay? Okay?
Intriguing. We move
Kevin, I have to go away this summer. What?
Pyrock, I'm detecting movement from the Tal'Darim fleet. Multiple transport signatures inbound on the facility.
I mean, what about my summer?
Warp prisms.
Paul's going away with his parents, now you're
Allies
going away with your mom.
activating the facility's old defenses, using them against us.
First time that night I looked around. The music was playing. Couples were dancing, holding each other tight.
the shadowed path.
But not everybody.
I walk the shadowed path.
And suddenly I began to understand.
We move unseen.
I wanted to tell Winnie I understood what was happening to her family. I wanted to say something that would give her comfort. Something incredibly wise.
Sorry. Can I touch me when I'm away? My brother.
I serve. For now, you require my skills.
Acquiring access.
Work quickly, Phase Smith.
Focus the disruptor on their location. Let them burn.
That summer,
I have
kids
its
everywhere
coordinates.
swam,
Warping aboard the
water
container
skied,
now.
and sailed, while Winnie Cooper struggled to keep her head above water, in a family torn apart by anger and grief.
You're not as weak as you appear, Artanis. We shall meet again. The Purifier weaponry is safely aboard the Spear of Adun. Wait, there is a prototype warrior here as well. I will have to examine it more
I pretty much
closely.
stayed close to home. I mowed Mr. Ehrman's lawn. I went fishing with my dad. I watched a man walk on the moon. I considered myself pretty lucky.
You wish to see me, Faye Smith?
Artanis, it is good to see you, young executor.
Phoenix? How can this be?
It was his cloned personality that was used for the Purifier prototype. Given your friendship with the Source personality, I thought, well, he believes he was brought from stasis and made a Dragoon.
Why are you here, Phoenix?
I was given a directive by
the end of that
Artanis
summer of
himself to come to Glacius and serve the
The
Templar.
Mets were headed for first place.
It is the last recollection from his memory web. The Great Templar were still encoded by order of the Conclave.
Do you know about the experimentation done on Glacius? Why Aldaris gave you this order?
The traditional
I am a
Arnold
warrior,
family
old friend.
vacation.
You know this as well as any. It is not my place to question the order of adjudicator.
His construction is highly advanced, an Adanium shell composed of acrylic compression mesh. It appears he was to be the first in a revival of the ancient program.
Enough! I have fought far too long for the will of the Conclave to be examined like some specimen. I am Templar, and I am reunited with the dearest of friends. Is this not a glorious day?
Out of the car. My brother was a victim of bad timing.
Karax,
2 weeks before,
these
he had met
tests
the
are
girl
no
of his
longer
dreams,
needed.
only to have
Phoenix,
her ripped away by a trip.
welcome
to Ocean
aboard
City.
the Spear of Adun.
Sorry I'm late.
There were other changes too.
I can't wait. This is gonna be great. I'm not coming.
Want to stay home and get a haircut?
I'm coming.
All right, everybody in the car.
Mr. Arnold? My suitcase?
I was the only one who didn't seem to care either way.
Phoenix,
I wasn't exactly
the core
looking
is
forward
emitting
to the
an
trip,
unusual number of
but I was
flares.
tired of the old
Can you
neighborhood.
recalibrate the gravity
There was
well's
nothing
vector
keeping
field?
me here anymore.
No.
Winnie's letter,
of
it
course.
seemed to that.
I'll handle it.
Kevin, we're almost ready to go. Okay, Mom.
Winnie wrote about how bored she was in Maine with her mom, about how much she looked forward to coming home. But then, she'd met somebody. His name was Chip, and he was the all-state champ of everything. She deserved it, I guess. And even though I'd never met the guy,
We have acquired
I was
new
pretty
robotic
sure I
support
hated him.
technology
Okay,
for review.
let's get started.
Bye.
Yep, maybe a family vacation would do me some good.
Wait! Come on!
Butthead,
Hey, what'd I do?
you crossed the line.
Yes, I
Of course,
see.
I'd have to survive the car trip first.
Remember how we used to play the alphabet game? Come on, it'll be fun. I'll go first. There's A as in Danville. B, C as in block. Who's next?
I don't believe this.
Everything okay, pal? Paul?
I think we better pull over.
What none of us figured on was the awful reality of actually traveling with Paul.
Get him out of the car.
Hurry up, quick!
Ocean City.
High
Mom
Rock,
and Dad had
I
spent
see
their
the
honeymoon
master
in
construction of this
1949.
Alnaga now. Their
Grown up hearing
understanding
them
that
talk
energy,
about it.
essence, and
Quaint
information
seaside
are all
bungalows,
one.
soft drums,
Each interchangeable, each
Mutable?
Kind of a castaway's paradise.
Then you uncovered the information Zeratul foresaw within this keystone.
I have. From what I understand, it will lead us to Ulnar.
Ain't staying with me, Karen.
I don't want to stay with you, Blaine.
Good, I hope you don't want to stay. Why don't
It
you
is
go
a
to
place
Peace
of myth, a realm whispered of in our legends.
The whole
Yeah, you'd
world
be
of
there.
the Zelnaga. I believe the keystone can project
My
its
best friend was
location.
witnessing just how low my family could
Show
sink.
me, Karax.
By the time we check in, everyone will be in a great mood.
It cannot be. I must be in error.
The Altarian Rift.
That is impossible. Nothing can survive within such unrelenting forces. It appears I have failed you, Hierarch.
I do not believe so, Karax. It is said that the Zelnaga came from a place where no life should be. This aligns with Zeratul's prophecies. We will go in. Make preparations at once.
This place is embarrassing.
Honey.
Well, it is.
Zeratul,
It's just so...
many thought you mad. And yet,
Please,
once
just
more,
have fun.
you have seen truer than us all. The keystone leads us into the Altarian Rift,
Somehow Dad's
to
pep
the
talk
Zelnaga
failed to
home
rally the
of
troops.
Ulnar. It
My
is
only
my
consolation
destiny
was
to
that
carry
Paul
your
seemed to be
mantle,
feeling better.
old friend. I will wake the Zelnaga
hit the
and honor your legacy.
Suntans, body surfing,
Bikinis.
Yep, I always had Paul.
Come on, let's go.
Paul? Are you okay, honey? Yeah. Why? It's your face. You look like you've got a sunburn.
Mom, how can you have a sunburn? We just got here.
Still, his face did kind of look like a petri dish experiment.
Is it red? And blotchy? This is not good. This is definitely not good.
What is it?
Fish. I must have eaten fish.
Well, what do you have to do? Call an ambulance?
No. I'll be okay. I just have to stay inside for a day or two.
A day or two? Paul, that's the entire vacation.
How could Paul do a rotten thing like this to me?
You know what long is? This is not long. You should see the guy Karen was talking to. Who was Karen talking to?
Karen's going away to college next year. This is the last time we all have to be together.
This
Why
defies
are there
reason.
so many flies
We
here?
should be shredded into our base particles. Yet here we stand, between universes.
Karen?
Zeratul was right. It is Ulnar. Think of it, Matriarch. The cradle of all life, hidden all these years.
Yes, but why?
Couldn't figure out what had happened to the vacations we used to take. When we did things together. And everybody was happy.
The Spear of Adun's sensors have located what appears to be an accessway into the temple. Ours.
But that was ages ago. I was 13 now, and summer was almost over. All around me, people were having fun with their boyfriends named Chip.
I
love the colorful clothes you wear, and the way the sunlight plays upon her head.
Me? Yeah. What's your name, Brown Eyes? Kevin. You sure? Yeah. Well, Kevin, can I ask you something?
Could she? Would she?
Sure. Can I have my hat? Here. Thanks.
Well, I guess that was that. Who was I kidding anyway? This girl was definitely out of my league.
Wait. I'm Terry, with an R.I.
I beg your pardon?
That's pretty. How old are you?
How old am I? Well, gee, let me see here.
14.
Forgive me.
Told you. Yes.
Uh-oh. I had heard about these feminine